It is 4:30. It's 4 o'clock. Wait, nope. Hold on. 4:01 in the morning, and my entire family awakened. I was planning on like doing this whole vlog thing, like I had this red light shooting up at the ceiling and it's gonna spell my name out and everything. Be like, Mojo! It was gonna be all awesome and stuff. And I was gonna like yell, you know, because I was by myself. But now I felt kinda uncomfortable doing that because, you know, everybody came to my grandparents' house, which is where I practically live. And now they're all sleeping there. And it's not just my family. I might be okay if it was just my family. But it's not. It's my family and what's that dude? Jay? So here I am. Oh, speaking of that, let me lock the door. Let me lock the door. Because they might knock over my light stands. My light. So I was looking over some of the footage, man. Some of my past vlogs. You know, because I'm a gaffer, a movie maker. I like to vlog this stuff. See, I'm trying to keep it down. But, you know, I was looking over some of my past stuff and I'm like, wow, that actually looks pretty good. And, you know, it's not wow as in like I was expecting it to look crappy. You know, because I know I'm pretty good at this. I mean, I've done this a few times. I've seen a bunch of people do this stuff. I'm pretty good at it, right? I'm pretty good. So I was expecting it to look good, but I was a little surprised that it looked as good as it looked. You know, it's like the stuff that I lit. You know, they actually looked kind of almost as if you could put them in a movie. You know, and I was just very happy with myself right there. It made me happy. It warmed my heart because my lighting may glorify God. No, but that's the truth though. That's like really the goal, is to like for everything I do to glorify God. But you know, sometimes I suck at life. Not really at lighting though. Generally, I mean, I can't really think of a moment where my lighting has been just bad. Maybe chasing pavements. Maybe. That's the first time I controlled like the whole thing. But I don't know, some people there was some like confusion as to what was going on specifically. But nah, I think that was pretty good. I mean, the camera we had was so faded though, like the image was like, like how much light do I have to pour into this to bring it up, you know? But yeah, I don't know, I liked it, man. I liked it. So, you know, I like set up all my shots when I'm vlogging, because this is just to make me feel better, you know, about when I'm not on set. This is to make me feel better. This is like, I get to put up a couple light stands, you know. I get to try some lighting schemes. I get to, you know, put the diffusions on the light and crap. I get to, like, you know, work with some backlight and, you know, some like set design-ish stuff, and then a little script. And by little script, I mean no script at all. Just a general topic that I said I was going to talk about, and then I, you know, completely forget about what I was going to talk about because it's not important. It's not important. It's not important. But what is important is that I get therapy of setting everything up like a crew, like a real crew. I'm a real crew. I don't know. This is not Pinocchio. That's Italian people. Whatever. But I don't know. I like it. I like it. I'm trying to do these without the LCD screen flipped at me because I end up looking to the side like that, and I kind of noticed that, you know, who am I looking at? You know, I'm looking right off camera. You know, if anything, if I want to look off camera, I kind of want to look like right there, right above the camera, you know. But instead, I'm looking like right to the right, right to the right, of the camera. I'm looking right to the right of the camera. No, that's your left. Like, this is my right. This is your left. No, this is my left. So this is your left, and this is your right. It's like that. Okay, but anyway, I'm looking at that side, and I don't know. I thought it looked kind of weird, but yeah. I mean, I don't know. I like this lighting thing. I like what I'm doing right now. Could you believe that I'm lighting this for like 150s right now? Like, that's insane. I never thought like I would actually light an entire shot with 150s. Now, I mean, I could be doing some more fancier camera stuff right now. Like, I could have some shallow depth of field right now, but I think I just have it on like the widest it can be. Maybe a 10, maybe. But I don't know, because it's like a 4 to 45 millimeter, and I might have it zoomed up a little bit to like 10. So I don't know. And you know, some people are like, what? You can't get a shallow depth of field with 10 millimeters? I can get a shallow depth of field with 10 millimeters. You can't get a shallow depth of field with 10 millimeters. So yeah. No, I'm playing. It's kind of like, I mean, you guys know, filmmakers, what I mean by you guys would know. Filmmakers, cameramen would know. You know, and I was talking to some of my other filmmaker people who aren't necessarily like the technical side of crew. I don't know if you would call them specialists or not, but I would call them special people, because I was talking to my scriptwriter person that I know. Can I say her name? Should I say her name? Should I take the risk? I'll probably say it later, but I'm not gonna say it now. Maybe I'll just call it something like Big B. I don't know if she would appreciate me saying her name. I don't know. I was talking to Big B, and she was all like, you know, she's a script writer, or not script writer. She is a script writer, but script supervisor, which is extremely important and extremely hard to do, because they have to like keep track of all these little details. So like you see this. That's a little detail that has to be keep track of, like the wrinkle in it or whatever, you know. Like where my phone is right now. If my phone is on the camera, they have to know. I don't even know what it was when I picked it up. Like, was it like that? You know? I mean, if they look at the turtle and they're like, oh man, how was the turtle strapped last shot? She has to be like, oh, duh, I memorized that, you know? I got that locked down. And I'm like, you know, I don't know at all, but she knew exactly. She would know. Like, she would have this whole stuff all completely like categorized in her brain and then highlighted with several colors of highlighter. Like it's a rainbow. She has the most colorful script. I mean, you should see her scripts. It's like blah rainbows. Except it's organized. It's like blah 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 rainbows. Blah blah blah. I wonder if this does a weird effect, because when I set this up, I forgot about these bars for some reason, and as soon as I set it up and saw it, I was like, oh yeah, the bars, and it kind of makes this effect like you know, like I could be dragged off into nowhere or something, you know. But yeah, I don't know, I liked it. But shoot, I was gonna save a story of when I went to court for when I had the red lighting, because I was gonna have the red lighting in the whole thing. But I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm not gonna save it. Me? No, not about to happen. I'm gonna keep it real. No, what was it about? Okay, so I went to court the other day. Let me explain what happened. I was like driving, and a car stopped at a red light, and no, let's rewind. It was like raining really, really hard. I was in my grandpa's new pickup truck, and I was driving, and it was like, wow, look, random monsoon, you know. And then car stopped at a red light. I'm like, no, I can't stop, you know, because I'm like hydroplaning and stuff, but I'm still like braking, and the car's like, and you know, it wasn't a slow motion, it was all in regular motion. But he was like, "Kee," and then I was like, I'm not gonna stop. You know, I'm like, I tried to sort of swerve, except my car is not like this finger; it's more like this. So it's like swerve. Ah! Burst into flames. No, there were no flames. But if there were flames, it would be cooler because I had a red car and nobody would be able to know whether it was a flame or a red car. Is that flames or is that a red car? I don't know because the car is so red. I know, right? Yeah. Dead bodies everywhere. But that's not what happened. I hit him, right? His car had like no damage. I think older cars are like unbreakable. Like they, like, I mean, like, I don't know. Like Captain America's shield used to be made in older cars. You know, like it was just these unbreakable steel framed cars. I don't know, what's that word? Like zirconium? What's the word for Captain America? Vibranium. Yes, the cars are made out of vibranium. That makes sense now because I hit it and it like it had this tiny little dent. So maybe it's like a lower grade of vibranium, but it's still vibranium. Insane. And I don't know what the Marvel one is. Unless the Marvel one is vibranium, then I don't know what the Capcom. I don't know. DC. I don't know what the DC one is. So screw it. What is the Capcom? Does Capcom have a metal like that? You think it would? I don't know. It's just some guy's armor. He's like, invincible shield of shieldiness, suckers. I'm Blanca. I don't know why Blanca would have a. I mean, I don't even think Blanca's in Cap. I don't know. I don't know this type of stuff. I don't know anything but film stuff. Anyway, back to the story. So I hit somebody's car, right? Explosion, fire, not really. But my car was wrecked. His car had like a dent in it. So we went to court a couple months later. And basically in court, everybody was like, on my way to court, everybody was telling me different ways I should lie. Like, oh no, say he just suddenly stopped, and oh no, say he was only going 35, even though it was a 45 speed limit, you know, place. And I drive slow, so it might have been believable to my friends, but I know I was going like 40 or 45, you know, because I was driving slower than normal people drive, because I'm a slow driver. Yes, you hate me. I'm the one you hate when you're driving. Like, why is he driving so slow? I'm like, cause it's a freaking white line. I don't know. I'm the one driving slow, and so I'm driving, and they're just. I mean, a bunch of people telling me a bunch of crap about how I should, you know, lie to get out of this situation, and then you know, I'm thinking to myself, no, I will tell the truth. I will tell the whole truth. Mostly because their lies sucked. Like, I mean, I got a ticket for following too closely. And if I told the court people that, you know, oh, he just suddenly stopped, wouldn't that mean I hit him because I was really close to him? I mean, come on. If he just suddenly stops and I'm like really far away from him, you know, it's like, I'm like, okay, let me stop here. You know, like if it's noticeable. But if he suddenly stops and I'm like 2 inches from him, it was like, you know, explosion, fire, dead bodies everywhere. But that's not what happened though. I was far away, I hydroplaned, and then I swerved. I tried to, you know, dodge him. You know, I swerved because I had room. You know, I had room. Luckily, I hit him, because if I didn't hit him, I probably would have gone out into that intersection and then get hit by like 3 cars. Some super dramatic, you know. My car spins out, you know, from getting hit 3 times. Like, they both hit me perfectly, so that my car was like, whoa, and Justin be like, shit man, I'd be like, oh, see there, you should have worn your seatbelt. He was like, nah, he totally wore his seatbelt when he around me, because I don't know, I'm a scary driver, because I like drive slow, but at the same time, I don't know what's scary about it. Maybe it's just because I'm driving and I'm generally a weird person. Anyway. Yeah, so, you know, I get out to the court thing and I'm all nervous and stuff because I'm seeing all these people and they're all like, I don't know. There's like 3 sections of people before me that went. They all got like lines of 7 and they all went up there like, guilty, 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 guilty. Not because, you know, he's a mean judge or anything. Just because, I mean, I guess they were guilty. So he's just like, guilty, 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 guilty. It all seemed like pretty fair trials to me. I don't know. I'm not used to this type of stuff. But then, you know, then it's my turn, and everybody else left, so it's just me. I'm just like, so do I talk now? Because I wasn't even afraid to like step to the bench, because there's like this table, and there's this bench, and then there's him, and then the security guard is normally like, okay, you can step up now, you know, like giving this like hand thing. But he turned around after the last guy, and I'm like, oh, do I go? So I'm like looking at him like, okay, then I'll just step up now, because I'm afraid like if I step up too early, he'll like tackle me, and I'll be like arrested for illegally stepping to the bench, you know, because that could happen. That could happen. You never know. My nose is really itchy right now. I don't know why my nose is itchy. I don't know. Yeah. 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 Yeah, but you know. So I step to the bench thing, and then I tell them what's happening, like blah 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 blah. Or no, they read off the thing. I tell the cops like blah 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 blah, and then I'm all like blah 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 blah, you know. And then he's like, was it really raining that much? And the cop's like, blah blah blah. And then he's like, okay, well, seeing of the conditions of the weather, not guilty, but next time be more careful. And I totally agree with him. I should have been more careful. I mean, I don't know, drive slower. I'll drive slower. Sorry guys, I'm gonna be driving even slower now. I could hear the people at the red lights like, motherfucking piece of shit. Because it's like another red light here, and it's my car, and I'm like, I'm gonna creep up to this red light. I'm not gonna drive the speed limit to the red light. I'm just creep up to the red light because it's a red light. Why do I need to go fast to the red light? Done. Done. And the people behind me, I can always see them, and they're like, I'm gonna drive around this dude. And they try to like go around, but I'm like creeping already, and then they're like, so I don't have a third hand to show you this, but if you can imagine, like here's the red light, and here's my car going this way, and they're like, this guy's so slow. Crap! No, there's not enough space to get in. And then they're stuck in like this outside lane that they don't want to get in, because in the other three cars they're like, you know, right here, and this guy's like, motherfucking piece of shit. And I can tell that he's like mad at me. Why is my nose so itchy? I don't understand. I don't understand why my nose so itchy. But I can tell that the guy next to me is like really mad. Psychological people, you psycho people, you know what I mean. You psychology students, why is my nose so itchy? Why is this area itchy? If you can answer that for me, I'm gonna find somebody who's a psychology student. Is it Sarah? It's not Sarah. Sarah's not. No, Sarah's a film student. It's Bethany. Bethany. She's a psychology student. I'll ask her and be like, hey, why is the bridge of my nose, what does that mean psychologically? And she'll be like, it means you have cancer. It means you have cancer. And I'll be like, no. Okay, but yes. Cancer isn't funny unless you know about vitamin C. Unless you know about vitamin C. That's going over people's heads right now. They're like, what? Vitamin C? What? No. What are you trying to say? What you trying to say? Huh? I can hear Dr. Ventura now. Some people don't know how to answer questions, and I'm like, yeah, well, I was really nervous that day, and two of the questions didn't really apply, and I was like, why do you ask me questions that don't have anything to do with the speech? Never mind. It's cool. I made peace with that. I could have done better that day, but I didn't, so it's okay. Even though I was not wrong. I wasn't wrong, but I could have. I don't want to do like a Mitt Romney thing. I could could have articulated that better. I could have articulated that better. Mitt Romney. I made a fake newspaper with Mitt Romney on it. It was pretty cool. Oh yeah, I used that on Eric's set. Yeah, but yeah. Oh, I'm gaffing that video. That music video tomorrow. What is that called? Milli Villy? The heavy metal, Christian heavy metal music video, I don't know. But it'd be sweet, man. I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of nervous because they got generators and like Strand 5Ks and like the Blondies up there. And they got a couple moles up there, dude. And I was at the crew meeting last time and I'm like, you know, what is that? One other grip? Evan? I mean, he's cool and all, you know, but he's not the like the snapping right there. I don't know. You probably can't even hear that. My microphone's, I don't know. But he's cool and all. But I don't know. You know, if you've ever been key grip or whatever before. But I mean, basically, he would be key grip because I don't see anybody else lined up for it. But you know, so I mean, we'll see how it works with all the balances and the crap. And I was looking, and you know, they was doing some thing at CBN the other day, and they had like the huge lights and stuff. I'm like, wow, I'm gonna be using those. That is scary. You know, they got the generator set up because they got the big light that's literally like not even just the size of my head. You know, it's like the size of my torso. It's like this big. I can imagine, like, I wouldn't, you know, do you even carry those lights by yourself? I don't think you even carry those lights by yourself. That's not even a light that you would decide to carry by yourself. Like, who? That would just be a foolish thing to do, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Definitely not. You're definitely not putting it on the stand by yourself. I mean, if you could maybe carry it over there, I could see somebody holding this thing, like, in their hand, like, you know, like a baby. Not even a small child. Like a regular-sized child. like a child in their hand. Like, oh, yeah, oh. And then, you know, they go to the place and they sit down and like, yes. Okay, now I need another person because I have to lift it up and put it on this thing. And the stand is actually taller than me. But, you know, here they are using like 5Ks and here I am using like freaking 150s. You know, I have redheads, but I have 150s right now to set up. And with these redheads, dude, these redheads from China, I like them at all. I like that they're 800 watts. They're powerful and everything. But seriously, though, seriously, the bulbs keep busted. Like I'm getting like one use out of it. Like one shoot out of it. One or two. Like, I mean, I can't even say, I mean, it's like an average of 1.2 uses out of this freaking bulb. Man, it's ridiculous. I was using it the other day. What was it? Let me make sure I'm not going too long. This is 30 minutes, dude. I'm about to cut this up. Yeah, never mind. Let me stop. I'll tell you about the redheads another day. But yeah, I got a 30-minute freaking. I got a 30-minute video. Are you serious? Wow, that's a little bit too long. That's a little bit too long. I don't know, man. Let me just wrap up the redhead thing because I'm not gonna talk about it again. The redheads not last long. Like the bulbs, then I'm like, shh, come on, man. I used you guys once, and now, you know, I have to buy new bulbs every time. That was about to happen because it's gonna break every time. So it's like I found this like 25 bulbs thing online. So 25 with 800 watt bulbs because you can't find 800 watt bulbs in America. So I'm wondering, like, okay, is it smarter to get the 25 800 watt bulbs, you know, for like $25? And another redhead kit, you know, it's like $200. $200 for 4 redheads, which is a really good deal. You know, that's a lot of power for not a lot of money. Or should I buy one light, maybe 2 lights for $200, $300? You know, the 2 lights that I buy would be more reliable. I wouldn't have to buy bulbs or switch out bulbs over and over and over again, especially not after one use. You know, because they're better protected. But at the same time, man, $200 for 1 light, you know, when you're not making any money right now, just sounds bad, like a bad deal. When I could spend $200 and get 4 more powerful lights. I mean, I know they're open face, so I was thinking about getting some Fresnel lenses, but I mean, but still, You know, I like having tons of lights, you know, because I kind of charge by the light kit when I charging people. But, yeah, this is a 30-minute video. I don't know, I may cut it up. Be like part 1, part 2, part 3. I don't know. And, I hope you like it. If you love, future me gonna look back at this and be like, oh, what? I wonder if I did this whole lighting with like blue, would it still look so dang sexy? Anyway, I don't know. I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. I should have like an outro. I need a little outro. Mojo, talking to Mojo, and it's the outro. Don't you know? Sneaky way to press the record button.